Hello everybody, it's Jade. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel, whether you're returning back or it's your first time being here. I appreciate it. And if you like the reading, you like the video, feel free to do all the things, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I would appreciate it. And today I'm going to be doing kind of like a combination reading. I'm going to be doing a reading on Joe Biden and Donald Trump. So it's going to be, I'm going to do two separate readings for them. I'm going to do the horseshoe spread for each of them, but I'm going to be using the same deck. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to turn out well. And for those of you that stick around until the very end, I appreciate that. And then also, too, before I forget, happy full moon in Capricorn to everybody. Hope it treats everybody right and nice. It's the full buck moon, I believe. So anywho, happy full moon in Capricorn as well. In usual fashion, I did pre-shuffle the cards. I'm going to split the deck in three, and then we'll get going on the reading. And for those that are wondering, I'm using, here it is, the Medieval Scapini Tarot today. All right, there we go. For anybody interested in the tarot deck, Medieval Scapini for today. All right, so like I said, I did pre-shuffle. I'm going to cut the deck in three. And then I'm going to do the horseshoe spread for each Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And Joe Biden is going to be on my left-hand side, and then Donald Trump is going to be on my right. So I don't know, with the politics or whatever, I just felt like that was kind of fitting, I guess. So anyhow, all right, let's cut the deck in three, and let's get going and see what comes out for these two. Definitely, I live in the States, so, you know, it's what's going on over here, but it's obviously global as well, too, with these two political candidates. So let's see what happens here. So first card is what's going on in the recent past. I'm going to start on the left with Joe Biden, and then I'm going to go to the right, and then I'm just going to go back and forth, but I'll explain along the way. So, all right, we're going to start with Joe Biden. What's been going on in the recent past for him? Let's check it out. Let's dive in. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Oh, and two, the card landed face down. For anybody wondering too, I did look up, I didn't look up their entire charts, but I did look up the sun signs for each. I should have looked up the moon and rising for each, but Joe Biden is the sun in Scorpio and Donald Trump is the sun in Gemini. All right. So anyway, back to Joe Biden. What's going on in the recent past? Well, okay. And he got the Scorpio card. Actually, how fitting. And it's in reversal. Yeah, major card there. Major power player. It's, like I said, the Scorpio card, this is the death card, and it's a major arcana card. So when those show up, it's a power player here. Death in reversal is, there's changes happening. There's transformation happening as well. It doesn't mean literal death, but it means, especially in reversal, a transformation that you're not ready for, that takes you by surprise, or on the flip side of that, a transformation that you're just not wanting to take part in. So as of late right now, a lot of people want Joe Biden to step out, to step down, or step aside, whatever it is. So yeah, that would definitely coincide here with the death card in reversal. Unexpected changes, not wanting to go with the changes either. And again, the death card is associated with Scorpio, and that is Joe Biden's sun sign. Yeah, so that fits. And then he just announced to a few days ago or whenever it was that he got COVID as well. So I think he's going to be going back on the campaign trail now as well. So how fitting is that? And that, again, with the major arcanas, it's such a power player. And these two are huge power players anyway, just on the global scale spectrum, I guess, stage, rather, that is so fitting. And in reversal, it's just like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So I could see that too being, and with Joe Biden being a sun in Scorpio, that's a fixed sign. So that's Scorpio's mode is fixed. So people wanting him to step down, step away, he doesn't want to do that. And especially with the death in reversal too, like, no, I'm staying. I'm fixated in this spot. I'm staying. Okay. You're going to have to kick me out, you know, kicking and screaming type of thing, not wanting to go along with it. And then not to mention just, you know, kind of the failing health, I guess, a little bit for him right now, getting sick. All right. So Now we're going to go over to Donald Trump. Let's see what's been going on for him in the recent past. What does he get? Whoa. Okay. The star card. Wow. Wow. And he has had, I mean, quite a resurgence here. Another major arcana card. This is associated with Aquarius. Yeah, and Aquarius is freedom and like liberation, new wave thinking, the future, and also about groups, community as well, social circles. So yeah, it looks like these two cards are extremely fitting for these two. Donald Trump being in the, I don't want to say like good graces, but I mean, he has such a huge following and there is this huge like spotlight on him right now as well. Obviously with the attempt that was made on his life, that's not like a positive thing, but just his star power in general and the fact that I think all of his like cases got like dismissed or, you know, all of that court stuff that hasn't, you know, come to fruition in a negative fashion. If anything, he's just gotten like more powerful. And two, with the attempt on his life as well, obviously he didn't perish and he's still with us, and that isn't a good thing to have happened to you. But after that, it's just all of this energy, all of this star power going towards him right now, like funneling his way. Wow, if these were not super fitting, Joe Biden, death card in reversal, and Donald Trump, the star card upright. Yeah, wow. Both major arcana cards. All right, so we're going to go back to Joe Biden and see what's going on at present for him. All right. The Lovers in reversal, another major arcana card, and this is associated with Gemini, actually. So at present, it's all about making a decision, making a choice. He has come to a crossroads here. You have to decide where are you going to go, where are you going to go. And with the Lovers in reversal, this could be an indication of a decision that was made in the past that has now landed him to where he is right now. With, like I said before, a lot of people wanting him to step down, step aside, no longer run for the Democratic Party, for the President of the United States. It can also indicate a failed relationship, like a separation or a divorce, but it's hugely associated with making a choice. And when it's in reversal, it's just like, it kind of goes along with the death card. Like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm staying the course here. And maybe that's maybe not the best decision, potentially. Or like I said, a decision in the past that he made, okay, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to keep campaigning, whatever it is, has led him to where he is right now. Yeah, but it's like the road has split. You have to go somewhere. You have to make a decision. You can't just stay where you are now. Either you're running or you're not running. For example, okay, you're going to continue running for president or you're going to step aside. And two, with his fixed nature and the death card in reversal as well, it could be like not his choice either. Like you don't have a choice anymore, potentially. But yeah, the road is split. So Joey, where are you going here? Okay. Yeah. And two, just in general, a little bit of love lost, a little bit of star power, you know, the star candle, maybe dim, okay? Especially after that first debate that they had as well. He didn't show out very well after that. A lot of criticism after that as well, the choices that he was making and things like that. So let's go back over to Donnie over here and see what's going on at present, all right? Joey, Donnie, whatever, you know. Okay, what's going on at present here for these two? Very serious thing, but I mean, you gotta kind of make light of everything, I guess, right? All right, well, at present, Knight of Cups. Yeah, it seems like, too, everything that Donald Trump is doing right now in regards to, like, his followers and even gaining more followers and more energy, like, he's the one with the golden chalice right now. The Knight of Cups is an offering It can have to do with love, but I feel like for him right now, for Donald Trump, he is trying to offer his goblet, offer his cup, offer his support to all of his people, to all of his supporters, his group. Yeah, coming through and offer, how can I help you? This is what I'm going to do. I support you. And also, gaining new supporters and even new like celebrity supporters as well. Yeah, and he just accepted like the nomination, the official nomination or whatever. I'm not super into politics or whatever, so I don't know like the actual terms, but he just officially accepted like the Republican Party nomination, I think that is. But yeah, the Knight of Cups, upright. Okay. And two, this being for him at present, this is everyone else also offering their support to him too. And especially, garnering some extra support after the attempt on his life as well. Garnering support, sympathies, and love as well. I mean, a lot of people really, really, really love him, that support him. Like they full on, they're like the ride or dies. Okay? So him offering, and it's like an exchange almost too. I haven't seen the Six of Pentacles yet, but maybe that'll pop out. But yeah, his star power is on the rise. I mean, again, in the recent past, the attempt on his life, obviously that is not good. That is negative. But the good thing is that he survived that. And now he's like garnering even more power. It's good for him, I'm saying. And getting love and recognition. And in turn being like, oh, okay, well, let me offer you this. I will do this. Yeah. So very fitting. And two, we're going to keep going, obviously. But both of Joe Biden's cards are in reversal. He's kind of fallen a little bit off here, but lots of criticism coming for Joe right now. And then Donald's are both upright here. Especially with the star. I mean, Joe Biden, too, got the two major arcanas. All right. Now we're going back to Joe Biden, and let's see what the outside influences are right now for him. That did not take long. It landed face down. Three of Wands. So this tells me that he does have support. I know a lot of people are kind of like stepping up and saying, all right, you should step down here or step aside or whatever it is. But the Three of Wands is like the ship's coming in here. Things are coming in. The communication is a lot better as well. Wands is fire, some more energy here. He's going to be getting back on the campaign trail, whatever the technical term is for it, and working with other people too, collaborating, and especially for him, collaborating with people overseas as well, garnering support from people that are overseas in other countries as well. And this can have to do with like commerce and trade as well. So this could be something that he's working on right now, that he will be talking about. Again, working with other people and having other people really support him. And I could see it too, even though it's the outside influences, somewhat kind of like behind the scenes in a sense. And it's not like he's completely like fallen off. Like people aren't supporting him now and supporting his administration. And this shows too that the people around him are supporting, okay? They're supporting and helping as well. And I do see something going, semi-positively, like him, and that could just be him getting back on the campaign trail now after being sick, as well. But that's positive for him there. And especially with the other people surrounding that are kind of, I see it too, this Three of Wands is, even though it's the outside influences, it's the outsiders that are affecting him. So people that are like tinkering away behind the scenes, doing the social media posts and stuff like that. And, maybe prepping him up before he goes out into the public and things like that. Like the handlers and things, like his peeps. All right. And I do see that as getting support from, again, foreign lands, over people in other countries, overseas, things like that. So And some sort of like business deal or some commerce coming in a positive way, or him having a little bit of a brush of positivity here, because it does seem like that everything surrounding Joe Biden has been very, very negative. Like, get out of here, leave, like nobody wants you here. I mean, that's just kind of what I've been gathering from like things that I've heard and stuff like that. But all right, so a little ray of hope there for Joe Biden in the reading. But I do see that a lot as like the people behind the scenes tinkering away, and his administration as well being supportive too. So let's go back over to Donald Trump and see what the outside influences are for him right now. That landed face down too. Things are in suspension for him. And he got the Hanged Person, another major arcana card here, another major power player. This can be associated with Neptune as well. So there's kind of some delusion or confusion with Neptune as well. But with the Hanged Person, the Hanged Man as the outside influences now, this is just waiting. It's staying where you are and waiting, seeing what comes next. And two, it's very fitting for Donald Trump because the hangman can be associated with a sacrifice. And while he didn't perish, there was an attempt on his life as some sort of like sacrifice. And I think I did read that, he made a statement that like God was there or, watching over him or whatever it was. And like divine intervention taking place as well, not either. But this is the outside influences. It's just like you're hanging out and you're waiting. You're biding your time. He is biding his time. He's just doing the thing now. He was just in like Wisconsin for the Republican rally, or again, I don't know the terms, so technical terms, but it's just literally staying put and biding your time until the exact moment where you will be clipped down from your position. Because if you notice the Hanged Person there, they're not struggling. They're not struggling. They're in suspension, yes, and they're upside down, but it's contemplating. And I don't know why the figure kind of looks like him a little bit too. And it's almost as if I'm getting like, all right, you guys tried to hold me back. You tried to tie me up. But even so, I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just waiting for the right time. And then I will be released here. And it's associated with the number 12. The number 12 is very, very important. It's like the extra completion after the number 10 as well. Yeah. And a sacrifice being made. It's like, and two, in a sense, he could be thinking, and a lot of others could be, thinking of like, he sacrificed his life to go talk to all of these people and to be one with the people, and some sort of like martyrdom. Martyrdom is also associated with it as well. And I just feel like this kind of looks like him as well. And with Neptune too, Neptune is it's like this energy that is very fascinating and interesting. It's like something shimmering in the water, and you want to get close to it and you want to look at it. You maybe want to touch it. And as you get closer, like you get pulled under the water, or you can get pulled under, and then you're underwater and like all disassociated. So he's biding his time is what he's doing. Doing the thing, hanging out, not struggling, and just waiting for the right time. And it's almost like a cat too. It's just like surveying, watching their prey and waiting for the right time to pounce, in a sense. That's what I'm getting. But I can't get over that this kind of looks like him. So there we go. And if you see in the card too, like the sacrificial lamb there too. Yeah, it just makes me think of the young man that attempted to take his life, that perished as well. And there was another person that perished too, I believe an older gentleman. So, all right. So Now we're going to go back to Joe Biden, and the next one is the biggest hurdle. What's the biggest hurdle here? Very interesting reading so far. Okay. Yeah, the Five of Swords. This is a toughie. The biggest hurdle with this, and the fives are associated with change and disruption as well. It's just like he has to really decide here, because that sword energy, the Five of Swords can be a lot of energy coming at you, and it can be getting yourself in a predicament where you're like, whoa, I got myself in some hot water here, or I'm in trouble now. Okay. And with the Five of Swords in reversal, there is a little bit of more positivity associated with that, but it's only because of complete and utter exhaustion. Like, okay, I give up now. Like, kind of like, all right, I got myself into this predicament, and it's just like, I have to, like, I have to reach out to others, or I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, but what I'm doing right now isn't working as well. There's a lot of conflict too with this, and it's just like conflicting energy, and the swords are associated with like your brain and mentality as well. So he could just be, up here just not in the right mindset as well, and just have to get to a point where it's just like, okay, well, somebody make the decision for me. Example. But it's just getting to the point where, okay, enough is enough then, fine. Like, fine, I'll just do what it is that you want me to do, type of thing. Yeah, and it is change and disruption too. And that conflict and discord. And he could be going through that mentally as well, because it's like you have all this criticism, all these people coming at you being like, you're not fit to run, you need to step down, you need to step off, basically. And just the thoughts like swirling and swirling. And two, and he could almost feel like these are all of these extra like swords coming at him as well. Like one from over here, one from over here. Now I got one up here. Oh my God. Ah! And it's just like trying to bat them all away. And at the same time, him deciding to run, he put himself here, right? Back with kind of like the Lovers in reversal at present. So the biggest hurdle is, okay, are you going to lay your sword down and say enough is enough and somebody decide for me? Or enough's enough, I'm done with this, and I'm going to make the decision here. But there's not a lot of mental clarity either. I don't see there. I see a lot of like fuzziness, a lot of fog, and just a lot of disruption and discourse as well. And for him and for, the peeps around him, his administration as well, because they're all intertwined and connected, right? He's kind of just like the main person. But I mean, for both of them, right? For both administrations, they're the main focal point, like the main person in all of this. Yeah, that Five of Swords, but the only like positive with it in reversal that I'm seeing now is like, it's just like, okay, enough. Like, I've heard it from everybody. Y'all want me to step off now. Okay, you want me to step down. The majority of you do. Now, I got to decide. I got to make that decision, or let somebody else make the decision for me. We'll see what else comes out for him. But, yeah, that Five of Swords. All right. Now, what's the biggest hurdle for Donald Trump? New beginning. Making sure to look where you're going. Don't bite off more than you can chew. You got the Fool card, another major arcana. This is a new beginning. This is uncharted territory here. Going somewhere that you've never gone before. Well, it's exciting, but you got to watch your step. You got to watch where you're going. And I just heard, and also just because of what just happened, like watch your back. Like watch yourself here. Watch yourself. Again, going into uncharted territory. The second term, running for a second term in office. That's uncharted territory. He's never done that before. It's his first time doing that. Stepping into the unknown, going down a path that he's never gone down before. And, for kind of lack of better terms, don't be a fool. Make sure to have your wits about you. Again, watch where you're going. Don't bite off more than you can chew. With the Fool card there. And we are headed into Leo season as well here. If you hear some squeaky noise, that's my dog playing with her toys. And yeah, the number 0, this is the very first card in the tarot. Look where you're going. Because it's like he's walking to biggest hurdle. It's like you're walking this like fine line as well. And at any moment, if you don't watch where you're going, you could falter. Because the Fool in this deck here, it's well, I guess in all decks, but in this one you can't really see all too well. But this is like the edge of a cliff or like the edge of a building. What the Fool is walking on there. In other decks, it's kind of like zoomed out more, so you can see a little bit of like the cliff more. But and the lion dog there, or the lion, the little creature, it's kind of like a lion dog. And I also associate, that's what made me think of Leo too, because the lion, like the dog, the animal there, like pulling him back, like, hey. And it can be, the Fool can be, you know, it is a new beginning, but it can be kind of looking at things with the rose-colored glasses as well, if you're not like careful. And it's almost like wearing the rose-colored glasses, but wearing them right down here. So you can enjoy the rose-colored glasses, but also see reality of what's going on too, watching your step. And it's just, and I'm really just getting to, again, don't bite off more than you can chew. Watch where you're going. Make sure to fact check, you know, make sure to do your research and all that stuff. Again, because it's exciting. It's a new beginning. It's a new adventure. But it's going into our uncharted territory as well. So, alrighty. And the only card so far that Joe Biden has upright is the 3 of Wands, the outside influences, like his people, again, maybe people overseas, foreign leaders as well supporting him. And for Donald Trump, he has every card upright right now. Now, we're going to go back to Joe Biden, and now we're going to see what the hidden influences are for each of them. All right. Well, that did not take long. It landed face down. This is Joe Biden. Hidden influences. Let's see together. It's hidden from me right now because it's face down. What is it? Hey, okay. Knight of Coins. Some more positivity for Joe Biden here. This is associated with the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the Knights often bring something, offer something. They can indicate movement as well. So what's hidden is him kind of getting to the grind again, all right? And if this is not him and this is somebody else, again, a supporter, one of his handlers, his peeps, again, his people, his group, a foreign leader that is an earth sign potentially, coming through to offer support, to offer aid, to offer money, to be there for them, for him. Because the Knight of Coins is a very, very loyal energy, very loyal. They're very detail oriented. The only negative thing is they take their time. So it's the slow and steady wins the race with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins in this deck. So what's hidden from him? Again, it's the slow and steady wins the race here. 1 foot at a time here. We're going to just keep going. Holding that coin, holding that pentacle. We're going to get there. And if you see, you know, the knight on the horse, they're on their way into the city. They're still a little bit ways away. But the only thing, again, with the Knight of Coins is they take their time. They take their time. Sometimes like, okay, are you going to show up? If you're waiting for somebody and the Knight of Coins shows up in a reading, it's like, okay, are they going to show up here or not? Okay, sorry, I have to put a pause on for a second because I just have to go take this toy away from my dog. Sorry about that, everybody. All right, I'm back. Tries to eat this. Not gonna happen. All right, trying to chew the leg off this weird little rodent. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. All right. She's being patient, though. It's almost her dinner time, so I better not say that too loud. All right, but back to Joe Biden here. The Knight of Coins, the hidden influences, somebody loyal, somebody smart, somebody detail-oriented, that is stable. This is a stable energy. There's some stability coming in here. And I do see somebody like maybe making a public announcement that they offer their support for Joe Biden, or like, I'm going to step in and help him. Keep saying them when I'm meaning to say him. But that's some stable energy here for Joe Biden coming in. And it might take a little while to get there. Again, it's a slow and steady wins the race here, but the Knight of Coins. And for him too, if this does just resemble him, it's okay, we're getting back on the horse again. We're going back out there. We're going back and campaigning. We're doing it again. You know, it might take a little bit, take a little longer, but you know, one foot in front of the other here. All right, Donald Trump, what's hidden? Next one. That also landed face down, and it literally, boom, right there. All right, it's like the cards are ready. Let's be surprised together. Let's see, what is it? Well. Look at this. The King of Wands. All right. And this also kind of looks like him. Again, because he's like blonde, but I feel like there's some like redheaded vibes-ish there. I don't know, with him. The King of Wands, they go after what they want, and they get it. Very powerful energy associated with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the fire signs. And I see this as him, you know, ruling. I got the club there. I'm sitting on my throne. I have my meal cooking in front of me. I hold the power. I wield the power. I know what I want. I go after what I want, and I get it. Yeah. Very powerful there. And again, with the King of Wands, it can be associated with somebody with red hair. An older person as well. I mean, but they're both older too. Yeah, I just see this as him. Yeah. Yep. Sitting on the throne there. It's like, it's almost as if like he wields the power now. Like he holds the torch. The energy, the light is going to go, in a sense, you know, the energy from the torch is going to go where he decides that it goes as well, with the King of Wands there. It's a very powerful card. I mean, just look at the King of Wands sitting there. Yeah, I go after what I want and I get it. That's what the King of Wands does. All right. Yeah, still so far, every card upright for Donald Trump. The majority of Joe Biden's are in reverse, too. Interesting energy there. All right, so the next card we need for each of them, but we're going to go back to Joe Biden, is some advice or a solution to what's going on right now. That did not take long. All right, Six of Cups. Six of Cups here. The Six of Cups can be associated with the past, childhood, nostalgia as well, possibly his children stepping up in some way or being more public as well. He does talk a bit about his son, you know, has been in the news. But yeah, like his children or his grandchildren stepping up for him as well with the Six of Cups energy. And for Joe Biden with the Six of Cups, it's like finding, not like acting like a kid or like acting immature, but getting some of that energy, like getting some of the, like your youthful spirit, your youthful vibe, whatever you got in there. Let's pull it out here. Time to pull that youthful spirit and energy out of the hat. Make it happen. Let's make some magic here. And two as well, Merlin is on this deck, too. And with the Six of Cups, it's associated with Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, the water signs, the water energy. But yeah, going back to the past in some way. But I feel for him, it's getting some energy, getting some youthfulness in there. I mean, how old? He's like 80 something. I think he's like 81, 82. He's in his 80s. All right. So getting whatever youth he can, you know, and pulling that out. All right. Like making, yeah. And then really getting like making some magic happen. And again, too, like maybe his kids get involved a little bit more here as well, too. Kind of, yeah. Because it's like we hear about him and we see him a little bit, but maybe a little bit more. Getting some of that youthful energy, that youthful spirit here. Yes, yes. It's like, too, like if he's able to take a little sip out of the fountain of youth. And if you look at the 1 cup there, right above the word 6, it's like got that lotus in there, lotus flower in there, like a little lily pad there. Taking a little sip out of the fountain of youth. That's really what I'm getting as the advice or the solution. And I mean, it just makes sense in general too. Like getting on that horse again. All right, let's do it. You were down and out. You were sick. Everybody wants you gone. Okay, like making this decision. All right, enough's enough. And 2, after the 5 of Swords in reversal, like the biggest hurdle, okay, enough is enough. Or what are you going to do? Now, after that, it's been the Knight of Pentacles. All right, let's get back on the horse again. It might take me a minute to get up there, you know, type of thing. Might take me a minute to get things moving again. But I'll move, but I'll be slow. And then the 6 of Cups right after that. All right. Again, it's just I'm absorbing any sort of like fountain of youth energy, youthful energy, some vivation, just a little bit of razzle dazzle here, like that type of vibe with the 6 of Cups, like making the magic happen. But again, I'm really, yeah, it's just like taking a little sip out of the fountain of youth there. I just keep getting that. So, all right, now for Donald Trump, what is the advice or a solution here for what's going on with him? All right, no, that card did not flip over and it didn't land. All right. 2 cards came out. Well, what do we got here? Full Moon in Capricorn, we got the Devil, and we got the 6 of Wands. Yeah, wow. And it coincides with the Hanged person, too. Another major arcana card, the Devil. Capricorn energy, again. And it's about, like, control, like, being, I don't want to say like bondage because that's the wrong word, but being like chained or linked to something. Yeah, leading others as well. And with the King of Wands there, right after the King of Wands, yeah, and it's like getting all of this energy, getting all of your supporters, your people, and really having them rally around you and follow you. And yeah, because these two are just so similar as well. I mean, similar, but obviously very, very different. But it's the King of Wands. Okay, I know what I want. I'm going to go out there and get it. I'm already royal. I'm already sitting on this throne. I'm the king. And with the Devil energy, like I have these two right where I want them. They're chained to me. They're linked to me. They will do what I say. They will follow what I say. I am the all-knowing. I am the leader here. And with that, he got the 6 of Wands. I associate this with if he is able to control and able to have all of his supporters and fans and the people that are going to vote for him, if they can be devoted to him, there will be victory. And if he has enough of them, there will be victory. Because the 6 of Wands, that's what the 6 of Wands, it's victory, it's success. In other decks, it can be, the image can be somebody riding through a crowd of people with like a crown on their head with the wands, like being paraded and cheered as well. Like in other decks, I see like the Six of Wands. Sometimes I associate it with like a I don't know, like a gladiator, getting their, roses and like flowers thrown on them after this like epic battle that has taken place. Yeah, that's very powerful indeed. But, the devil too, with the Capricorn full moon as well, Capricorn is older energy. It's a karmic teacher as well because it's associated with, it's ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the karmic teacher or karma. And two, with the devil energy, it can feel as if you're locked up and you can't go anywhere, but you actually hold the key to that. And with this energy for him, I definitely feel as if it's just like you get enough people to rally around you to literally abide, to everything that you say and that you do, and there will be victory and success. But at the same time, that can be very tricky, right? Because if you have people that you are controlling, that are, linked to you, that are chained to you, oftentimes some people want to break those chains as well. But if you can control as well, then victory and success will be yours with the Six of Wands. And yeah, very powerful with the Capricorn full moon as well. And it's like Capricorn, too, I associate that with like old money as well. Even though Taurus is kind of in the realm of like banking and money, because Venus rules Taurus. But Capricorn energy can be it can be there for the long haul. And it's later success. It's getting the success and reaching the top of the mountain after starting at the very bottom. So it can take a while to get there. So oftentimes Capricorns are successful. And in astrology, Capricorn rules the 10th house, which is career, public image as well. So, and it's it's one of the highest points on the chart, if not the highest. I mean, your midheaven is, but not everybody's midheaven lands in the 10th, but the 10th is the most public point. The 10th house is the most public point in astrology in the chart, and that is associated with Capricorn. Capricorn naturally rules it because Aries rules the first house and Pisces rules the 12th, so it goes around there. But obviously everybody's personal birth chart is different, unless you're an Aries rising. You got a Capricorn 10th house. But yeah, that's very powerful. Alrighty, so let's go back, and now, people, we're at the end here. We're gonna get the outcome for each of them here, if everything stays as it is, and then actually I will do another one. We'll get the undercurrent for each one too. So almost there. All right. So now for Joe Biden, what is the outcome here? If everything stays as it is. Alrighty. Got a word salad going on over here. It's probably time to wrap it up. All right. Okay. All right. Very powerful. The World card. A completion. And in this deck too, the fixed signs are represented on this deck, or on this card rather. And Joe Biden, again, being a sun in Scorpio. There we go. In this deck, it's the condor, the eagle up there. The lion on the bottom is for Leo. The bull is for Taurus. And the angel kind of baby, or the angel up there, is associated with Aquarius. And then Scorpio over here. Could be like a vulture maybe, but I believe in this deck it's, I think it's an eagle or like a phoenix there. Phoenix rising from the ashes as well. This is an ultimate completion here. Everything coming full circle. And it can be, everything coming full circle, in a sense, an ending. But it's an ending, it's a completion of something. And a completion of him being on the world stage. as well as the president, because the world is on the bottom and the figure in the middle. It is a completion. And we're going into Leo season, one of the fixed signs. And then eventually, right before the election, we'll be going into, well, wait, no, during the election, it will be Scorpio season as well. We'll see what the undercurrent is, but yeah. And two, it could be for Joe Biden a completion of what he has just dealt with him sticking with it, sticking with the campaign. I'm going to continue to run. That's in the past. I just don't see him being like, okay, I'm done. Like, he's going to have to be pushed out or kicked out or, yeah. Or just not well enough, physically able to. But yeah, there's a completion here. Everything coming full circle as it's meant to be. Yeah, and especially with this card, just with the figure, with all the fixed signs around it, and the world on the bottom. That just came, I don't know, that just came flying in, like, done on the world stage in a sense. Time will tell. Or, like I said, done with how it was. Like, all right, we're revamping now. All right, now, we will get the undercurrent. We'll go back and get the undercurrent, but we have to see the outcome for Donald. All right, so what's the outcome here? Everything stays as it is. 2 more cards again. One of them landed face down, kind of cross. So the first one I see here is the 8 of Wands. This is a lot of communication, and communication that is received as well. A lot of messages coming in. Before I look at the next card, I was just getting to like a lot of support, a lot of well wishes for him too coming in. Now let's see what's crossing. Let's be surprised together. I like when we're all surprised together. So let's see what it is. Oh wow. Look at that. The 10 of Cups crossing the 8 of Wands. If these messages are received, he can communicate properly, and he's a sun in Gemini ruled by Mercury. We are in the shadow phase right now of Mercury retrograde. So could be some communication breakdowns as well, too. And for him as well, with his sun in Gemini, Gemini being ruled by Mercury. And interestingly enough, Mars, which rules Scorpio, was Joe Biden's sun sign, Mars just moved in to Gemini today, just like a couple hours ago as I'm recording this. And today, as I'm recording this, is the 20th of July. So if the communication goes well, if he can communicate, he can send and receive messages, speaking to the public at his rallies, all of that stuff, then you will get this 10 of Cups of energy. But the 10 of Cups isn't upright yet. It is crossing. It's all about the communication. If there's no communication breakdown, if there's clear-cut communication, people can understand you, listen to you, and they follow, then the 10 of Cups upright will appear. And the 10 of Cups is another completion. The 10 of Cups is like the chef's kiss. It's rainbows. It's everything. Harmonious energy amongst your family. Harmonious energy emotionally as well, because the cups are associated with the emotions, are ruled with the water signs too. This is everything here. This is a dream. like a dream come true. But it's crossing again. The Eight of Wands. And in this deck too, it's somehow, and I mean, it's not surprising just because of the news and what's happened, that it's like women or a woman or his wife, Melania. Melania, it's like, no, I don't want to hear it. That could be an issue. Like women not listening to what he has to say or not wanting to hear what he has to say, or his wife to Melania. Just like, no, I don't want, I'm not interested. And it's kind of interesting because I saw a snippet of the rally or the convention. Again, I don't know the technical terms. Should have maybe looked it up a little bit, but y'all get it. When he received the nomination or whatever, I saw a video of Melania, going in for an embrace and like kind of like turned away from the kiss. It was just kind of like he tried to kiss her and it was, not having it. And if you look too at these two underneath the deck there, she's like, no, not interested in that. Thank you. So if you can get that communication, the 10 of Cups will be there. But let's see what the undercurrent is. All right. So normally I would look under the deck and see what it is. Oh, isn't that interesting? What's underneath the deck right now is the Two of Wands. Interesting. There's two of them. All right. And both of them each with their struggles and their issues. The attempt on Donald Trump's life. Joe Biden going down with COVID, getting all this extra criticism right now as well. All right. But normally I would look at the bottom for the undercurrent. So that could be the undercurrent for both of them. But I want to get the undercurrent for each of them. So I'm going to draw a card for each one for the undercurrent. So, all right, the undercurrent for Joe Biden here. Time will tell. Time will tell. Patience is key. Patience and perseverance is key. Temperance associated with Sagittarius. And, by Sagittarius season, the U.S. will know the results of the election by that point. And there's a lion picture in this deck as well. Leo season's upcoming. Leo season's going to be very, very energetic for both of these two. Very busy for both of these two. I mean, just for everybody, just because how Leos are. Flashy. All eyes on me type of energy. Patience is key here. Patience is key. And for Joe Biden too, it's like, yeah, even if he's moving a little slower, he's still gonna go out there and do and move. I feel like he just can't be pushed off of this, his pedestal where he is right now that easily. It can't be just like, okay, some people are telling me I gotta step down, so okay, I'll step down. And there's got to be an equal balance here. And two, this could be about him, getting things together behind the scenes, health-wise. Whatever he can do behind the scenes, getting enough sleep, doctor visits, nutrition, etc., all of the things. Patience is key here. And temperance is another major arcana card here. At your own pace, what works for you? Peace. Quiet as well. And two, if this is the completion for him as president in the grand scheme of things, going into retirement and being a lot more at peace, because I mean, the president of a leader of any country, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. It seems like a lot anyway, right? So yeah, and very heavy. So finding some peace and serenity here. And I do think Leo season will be important for both of these two, but the new moon in Leo for Joe Biden as well will be very important. I think that is August Third. Third, fourth, fifth. I think it's the third undercurrent. All right. Now, for Donald Trump, what is the undercurrent? All right. What's going on right now? All right. We only get one. Just making sure. Okay. Yep. It's face down. Let's get surprised together. Be surprised. What is it? Wow. Whoa. Justice. Libra energy. The knight on the white horse. See that back there? There's, yeah. He's had a lot of cards here, like associated with somebody sitting on their throne. I mean, not to mention the star card as well. Justice will be served. Everybody will be treated just, fairly for him here. Like justice will be served for him. And everything will be how it's meant to be. And it's about balance too, as well. Yep. That's quite powerful there. I mean, for both of them too. They both got major arcanas as the undercurrent. And they both got quite a bit of major arcana cards too. I'll show everybody all the cards again. Joe Biden, Temperance, the undercurrent of the reading. Patience, time will tell. And, you know, and both cards have to do with balance too. And Temperance has a lot more to do with like tranquility and peace, where Justice wants the peace, but it's through justice, through, you know, like the court system, through following those things, how everyone being treated how they should be treated here. Then we will achieve balance, whirling with the sword that Justice is holding there. Yeah. And, you know, they're both regal in their own ways, too. Temperance and Justice as well. Yeah. Wow. All right. So I'm just going to go over all of them again. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out the entire time. Yes. Yes, yes. And I would like to look at their astrology charts too to see, but like based off of this reading, based off of this reading, I would think that Joe Biden not the victor here, like some sort of completion, only because of all of these other cards that Donald Trump got. And the majority of, they're all upright except for the 10 of Cups crossing. Like that, yeah. I mean, between the two of them. All right, so, yeah. And if I had to choose right now, then it would just be, I mean, like point blank, like black and white, like looking at the cards, what it says right now, again, if everything stays how it is, it would look like Joe Biden is the loser and Donald Trump is the winner. But time will tell. And everybody has free will, too. So, all right, recap time, everybody. Here we go. In the recent past, Joe Biden had the death card in reversal. Yeah, transformation. Not wanting to do it, refusing, just not wanting to do it. Nope, not wanting to go with the flow, go with what's happening. And it's associated with Scorpio, which is his sun sign. So the very first card that he got. At present, for Joe Biden, the Lovers in reversal. Some sort of decision needs to be made. You're at a crossroad here, being at a crossroad. Can also represent relationships kind of crumbling as well. and a decision made in the past that you ended up where at the same spot again. All right, outside influences for Joe Biden, foreign support from foreign leaders, collaborating with his team, his administration, his people, his handlers. The biggest hurdle. All right, enough is enough here with the Five of Swords. What are you going to do now? Enough's enough, okay? You've had the beating in a sense. Everybody coming at you. Got yourself in this predicament. So what are you going to do? You got to have, there's mental fuzziness here. You got to figure that out. And then hidden influences. Slow and steady wins the race for Joe Biden here. Getting back up on the steed here. One foot in front of the other. Might take a little while, but slow and steady wins the race here with the Knight of Coins. And some stability. And there's loyalty there. And, you know, I could also see like him being reminded that he does have support, that people are loyal to him as well. Because it's just the energy around right now just hasn't really seemed that way, at least publicly. The advice or solution, take a little sip out of that fountain of youth there. Get the youthful energy vibes going here. The outcome, there is a completion here. Being on the world stage or being done on the world stage. Undercurrent, patience. All right. And then let's see here. I'll just grab them one at a time over here. For Donald Trump in the recent past, the star energy, star card. Is everything dreams come true, wishes coming true, being the star. At present, Knight of Cups, offering love, others offering love to you. Look at all the people also that are following. Rasputin is depicted on this deck on a mule here. And look at all the people behind as well. He's offering his cup to them. All right, I offer you my support, you support me, vice versa. Outside influences, the Hanged Person, which really looks like him again. Sacrificial lamb there, martyrdom, waiting for the perfect time to be cut down, biding your time, sacrificing yourself in a sense. The biggest hurdle, the Fool energy. There is a new beginning. Hi. My dog just tapped my leg. It was very cute. I wish you all could have seen it. It's like, oh, hi, I'm over here. All right. New beginning. But don't bite off more that you can chew. Watch where you're going because you're going into uncharted territory. Hidden influences, the King of Wands, very, very powerful. I know what I want, I'm going to go get it. Advice or solution, the Devil card with the Six of Wands. All right. You can control, you have control, you can control others, there's victory there. Capricorn energy as well. And the outcome, Eight of Wands. Communication is key here. Communication is key. If you can send those messages, receive those messages, communicate clearly, get people to understand and listen. 10 of Cups. Dreams coming true. The Chef's Kiss. Emotional fulfillment, completion, happiness. Happiness at home. And then undercurrent for Donald Trump here, justice. Truth prevails. Justice will be served, as it stands for him. Anyway. All right, everybody. I really, really hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around until the very end. And yeah, that was a wild one, but I'm all about it. So we'll see what happens. Again, time will tell. But again, thanks everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, take care. All right. Bye.